My ex-girlfriend cheated on me but has made a lot of effort in working through why it happened. A big part of me wants to forgive her and try again, but I'm not sure if I'm making a good decision. Any advice is appreciated. I am 22, male, and my girlfriend is 23, and we dated for 3 years. We met in college, fell in love. We both had to transfer out after a year, and we went long distance. After 3 or 4 months, she told me she wanted to be celibate, so we didn't have sex when we visited each other for 9 months. For at least the last 6 months of the 2 years, we were long distance. She became avoidant and would not really put in any effort in our relationship unless we were visiting in person. In December, she confessed that she had been cheating on me, and I was distraught and we broke up. She has a lot of issues and I'm definitely not perfect, but I've always tried my best to support her. The breakup and this situation inspired her to go to an inpatient therapy clinic and to work on herself. We have talked maybe 4 or 5 times in the last 3 months since she's been there. We are figuring out a lot of things for ourselves and I genuinely believe she still cares about me. It was both of our first relationships and I just don't think she was prepared for a long distance relationship as it was circumstantial. She had been through some trauma before she met me and told me when she met me. She felt like she had began to heal, but going long distance made her revert to her old impulsive, angry, and out of control self. She confessed to me last night that early in our long-distance relationship, she had lost her sexual attraction to me, and that was why he hadn't been intimate for 9 months. Out of the 2 years we were long-distance. I told her that it's fine and that feelings can't be helped, but she insisted that she is still in love with me emotionally and told me that sexual attraction could come back. She wishes we had moved in together or lived closer, and I agree. I am still in love with her, but I'm hesitant to throw myself back into her when I am thinking without my rose-tinted glasses on. Would I be a fool to give her a chance? For people who have been in a similar situation or have been the one who lost attraction, is rekindling that flame even a realistic option? Any other advice would be appreciated. Now for the top comments, here is a comment from Plukiju8. If it were me, I wouldn't go back to someone who is outright telling me that they're not sexually attracted to me. If they're not sexually attracted to me at all, then they're more likely to go and do it with anyone else. Here's a comment from Skepdren. They're given a second chance. Move on, man. Here's a comment from Unusual Persimmon 686. You'll get a lot of people on here telling you to run for the hills. End of the day, you have to do what is going to make you happy, and if your heart is telling you to give it a go, and then it doesn't work out, what have you lost? Here's a comment from Fragrant Spray. So she lost her sexual attraction for you, but kept her relationship. Didn't have sex with you, but did with other guys? There's no therapy that made her find her sexual attraction for you. She wants to work on the relationship and hopes that the attraction comes back. No, don't do this to yourself. She likes what you do for her, but will continue to get her sexual needs elsewhere. She's stringing you along. She sees you as a stable guy who will be her friend and take care of her, but she's never going to be the equal partner you're looking for. Your relationship will be one-sided. Don't do that to yourself. Am I the a-hole for serving my sister's husband dinner using toy utensils? I, male 17, moved in with my sister after my parents kicked me out for coming out. Another story. They said I'll be here temporarily till I get back to normal, which I don't think I will. Laugh out loud. But, anyways, so I moved in with my sister and her husband about a month ago. For your information, she does everything around the house. I started helping here and there, as well as looking for a 2-year-old niece, and now she's 6 months pregnant. Brother-in-law does nothing because he's the breadwinner, as he claims, but in my own opinion, he's taken it a bit too far. Example, he'd tell her to start his laundry once he takes off his clothes, put dinner on the table once he's home, get the shower ready, and so on. They fight a lot because my sister is exhausted and burnt out. I usually put my headphones on and mind my own business, but 2 nights ago there was a lot of commotion once Hart home, so I went to see what the issue was. Turns brother-in-law was complaining about dinner and my sister was too exhausted to get up. The dinner was already cooked, but he wanted her to put it for him on the table. I told my sister I'd do it, but instead of using their kitchen utensils, I used my niece's toy utensils like toy cup, toy plate, toy fork, and knife, and a tiny napkin. I put the food on the toy plate and the drink in the toy cup while brother-in-law was in the shower. He then came into the kitchen and sat down and stared at the plate for a few seconds. He then looked at me and asked what the hell this was and whether I was joking. I told him if he wanted to act like a helpless child, then he might as well get treated like one. He began yelling and my sister came inside. He then threw the napkin and stormed off upon saying that I disrespected him and that he'll let my parents know about what I did. My sister saw what I've done and started laughing. I went inside my room, but the argument didn't stop. Now he's expecting an apology from me for meddling in his marriage and pulling this crappy stunt on him. I could be the a-hole for this, but I was just so mad for my sister and also sick and tired of being sick and tired of the nightly fighting over dinner. Top comments. Here's a comment from Total Being 4278. Okay, so this is funny as hell and he totally had it coming. But we all know you should have stayed way out of this. Lol, though. I get that you were trying to stick up for your sister, who deserves that. Please accept my softest everyone sucks here. Abusive people like your brother-in-law often take these things out on people like your sister. Here's a comment from Sarita SY07. Yeah, I agree that while it was definitely well-deserved, it probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. For OP, since he needs to make sure he still has a place to live, and for the sister for the reasons he said. Although, from the post, it does sound like the sister also found it funny and wasn't mad at him for doing that. Who knows, maybe sister is also reconsidering staying married to this sexiest jerkwad. So yeah, agreed with the very very soft everyone sucks here. Here's a reply from Total Being 4278, laughing my ass out. Perfect answer. My fear is that this Aswad will get pissed off about this and retaliate against the sister. Here's a comment from Good Girls Grace. Yeah, that's why I vote everyone sucks here too. What OP did was hilarious, but considering how abusive brother-in-law sounds, it might have backfired on his sister, especially since she's dependent in her husband. Stay-at-home mom. OP, look, I know you did it for your sister. And as petty as your stunt was, it's not unfunny or undeserved. He's treating your sister like a slave. It's only understandable you would want to speak up for her. But you still need a place to live. And beyond that, your sister will most likely be the one brother-in-law decides to punish. Which, seeing the current situation, is not a good thing. You did not only pull the prank for laughs or stand up for your sister, maybe that's your intention, and if so, commendable. But the action goes further than that. You made a joke about brother-in-law in his own home. As your sister laughed, you humiliated him. And narcissistic abusers don't react well to being humiliated. There's not much your brother-in-law can do to punish you. At worst, he'll just kick you out. Which is, since you don't have other accommodation, is also a problem. He'll more likely lash out on your sister. She's completely financially dependent, has a small child, and currently pregnant with another one. He has completely control over her. The fighting has already got worse. What's to guarantee he won't resort to, say, physical violence? I like what you did, the consequences not so much.